Hi guys, what are we gonna do today? Today I'm gonna continue on with this beautiful piece of decoupage paper that we've been using. And today we're gonna use some more of this and a little bit of this. And we made these cute ornaments that I'm gonna show you how we are gonna recycle Christmas ornaments. Let's get started. So what I did first is I actually am taking some Christmas ornaments I have. I'm not hurting the ornament at all if I want to use it for Christmas, but now I have a fun fall design on the back side. You can just buy some plain wood ornaments. You can just use little round pieces and drill holes, but I thought this was fun, so I have a dual use and I didn't have to buy more product. So the first thing I did with this, I'm just gonna cut this off and I will restring it on there when I'm done. And I'll save this piece to use later. And I will take this off. I didn't even repaint this because I wanted this to look a little bit darker, so I left it in the red and it just makes it look richer and darker. This is a scrap that I had from the paper I was using. I am just going to use this on here. I was trying to find a way to use every fun little piece. So I am just using regular old Mod Podge. I'm just gonna put a layer on here. And you can use whatever type of decoupage medium you would like. This is a thinner tissue paper, so even a lighter weight glue medium would work just fine on this. And I'm just going to use a plastic bag to burnish it down, smooth out the wrinkles that are in there. So I know I have some points in here. I can see where these lines are, so what I'm doing is really cutting just right in here into this corner, especially if you have an ornament that's like this. And it's just gonna make it easier when I'm sanding around it. So I'll just get my sanding block and I'm gonna do a down motion like this and go around it. So I'm just gonna use a flat piece of sandpaper to go down on these edges. I'm gonna go around these edges and just lightly sand on the edges of the paper. It's already got some fun texture in the background, but I'm still gonna use just a bit of crackle. You had a chippy paint stamp, a distress stamp. I think crackle is probably my favorite. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that on here. A lot of the paper has some other fun little pieces that you could add on here. You could just print off an old raven image and decoupage it on. I just happen to have this bird stamp, but if you had a little pumpkin stamp or other fall wheat or something else, you could put that on here, or just a fun saying for fall. But this background is beautiful. I'm gonna stamp this on here. I'm gonna use my brayer for this one. You know, I wish I could tell you where I got the stamp. I've had it for so long, I have no idea where I got it. But there really are so many cool vintage images or other raven images that you could probably find. So what I did next, this was really fast and easy. I'm using a little bit of my Distress Oxide and I'm going around the edges. I'm using vintage photo for this one, but I'm also going to use black soot. And what I liked when I did the black soot around here and then I sprayed it, you're gonna see how it's just gonna spread out and it's kind of fun. So what you're seeing underneath right now is you're seeing the paper when it gets wet, you're seeing the red tint that's coming up. I want to dry this, so I'm gonna get my iron so I can still see the water droplets and everything on there. I'm putting a piece of parchment paper over the top. You can see some of the ink is coming off of there. But what it's done is where it's sprayed out, and I laid that down immediately, it makes it spread out. I can tell if I still see red, that's where it's still a tad bit wet, so I'm gonna completely dry this. So I'm gonna cut this little end of this so it's flat. All I'm gonna do is just poke through so I have this hole already in here. Pull it back out. Let's just seal this real quick. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a fun word or a saying or something else to this. I was just leaving this very, very simple. And I'm using polyacrylic crystal clear gloss sealer. If you wanted to, you could even add wax accents in different colors or a glitter or a shine. I just wanted these very, very simple. Okay, I'll let this dry, poke this in, and we're done. So when you have this dry, I am just poking this through the front, bring the two ends up, and I'm leaving it very simple. Okay guys, so this is about as fast as easy as you get. So you can see we just did the stamp on these, but the background is so wonderful. These two girls from right here on the paper, I mean, you can just use all the different parts of it. But any papers or things that you have, add a small embellishment, but just make it really, really simple and have fun.